Hello, kids. You all are welcome in Veena's New Idea Lesson Part 2, written by Asha Nehemiah with your English teacher Heena Soni. Some hard words and their meanings are fiddle. Fiddle means to keep moving things around oneself with one's hand. एक जगह से दूसरी जगह किसी भी चीज को हिलाना is known as fiddle. Plump means slightly fat. Wizard means here in this lesson means a person who is very good at doing something. Laundry starch is a starch collected after boiling rice or wheat, and that starch is used to give body to a cloth so that it can easily iron and can be used in making different styles from that cloth. स्टार्च आपकी मम्मी करते हैं क्लॉथ को ताकि वो थोड़े स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाए में आयरनिंग हो सके और वो अच्छे से स्टाइलिश वे में उन क्लॉथ को हम यूज कर सकें. Let's start our lesson. Veena could not sit still. She liked to swing her legs and fiddle with everything on the table. In our previous video, I told you that Veena was sitting on the table on which Aunt Malu was working. There, she started swinging her legs and started disturbing everything which is kept on there. Fiddle means she was moving the things here and there. Sometimes, without thinking, she would mix up the seeds that Aunt Malu had just sorted out. I told you Aunt Malu used to prepare herbal product with the seeds, petals of flowers and many other things. So many things were kept on the table and Veena started mixing all the seeds जिसे आंट मालू ने अलग करके रखा हुआ था or spill some precious drops of jasmine oil on the table. Even she started fiddling with the jasmine oil bottle and started dropping down the very precious jasmine oil on the table. Stop fiddling with the pineapple prickles. I've just washed and dried them. And don't sit on my table if you can't stop shaking it. Aunt Malu got angry and she said, Veena, stop playing with the things kept on the table. Stop swinging your leg. आप मेरी टेबल को शेक कर रहे हैं. Pineapple prickles के साथ don't play with them because I have washed them and dried them to make some products. So sit quietly on the table. Aunt Malu was measuring out some shiny white cucumber seeds on a tiny weighing scale. वो वेइंग स्केल के ऊपर क्यूकम्बर सीड्स को वे कर रही थी उनको मेजर कर रही थी आई एम नॉट श्योर आई शुड ट्राई एनी मोर ऑफ योर आइडियाज वीना Malu said calmly in a very calm voice. And Malu said, Veena, now I don't want to hear any of your idea. The last time I tried one of your ideas, I ended up spending 10 days in bed, not able to move at all. Students might be in the past, Veena might have given any idea to Aunt Malu and it brought so much trouble to Aunt Malu that she got hurt or she got ill that she had to spend 10 days in the bed to take rest और वो हिल भी नहीं पाती थी बेड से ऐसे कोई आइडिया को वीना ने आंट मालू को दिया था अब वो इतनी डर गई थी कि अब वो आंट मालू वीना के कोई भी आइडियाज ट्राई करने को रेडी नहीं थी It was only 8 days and it was just your arm you couldn't move, said Veena. With a very innocently, Veena said, Ki Aunt Malu, it was not 10 days. It were only 8 days and you were only not able to move your arms. That's it. Nothing serious happened to you. Anyway, that's not going to happen this time. My idea for making you rich is going to be no trouble at all. Veena said, Aunt Malu, I promise this time you will not land up in any problem. मतलब आपको कोई problem नहीं होगी and my idea will make you very rich. So student, Let's see in the next slide what idea Veena gave to Aunt. Even at this time, Aunt Malu could have been smart enough to change the topic or to start talking about the weather or the price of potatoes, or wiser still, she should have run from the room as fast as her plump feet could carry her. Instead, she took a deep breath and asked, "So, what do you have in mind this time?" Student, the best thing for Aunt Malu was that he should have changed the topic. She must have started talking about the weather or the price of potatoes. उनको टॉपिक चेंज कर देना चाहिए था. अदरवाइज उन्हें उस रूम से चले जाना चाहिए था. उनके फीट ऑलरेडी काफी प्लम थे, सूजे हुए थे. तो शी मस्ट हैव gone from there because every time Veena's ideas gave her the problem. But no, Aunt Malu said to Veena that Veena, okay, now which idea you are having it this time in your mind? Tell me. My idea is simple, said Veena. Everyone knows you are a wizard with the herbs and flowers, that you studied the ancient science of herbs from a holy man who spent 30 years up on the tree in the rainforest of Kerala. But only sick people or people with problems buy your herbal medicines. Now, if you could make some products that everyone and not just the sick people would have to use, something like soap or face cream that almost everybody would have to use every day, then you'll make more money. Okay, student, the idea which Veena was having in her mind was that as Aunt Malu is very good in making the herbal product, as she is known as a wizard with herbs and flowers, means a person who is very good in making the product of herbs and flowers. She said Aunt Malu कि आपने तो अपनी ट्रेनिंग उनसे ली है. Your teacher is a person who spent 30 years in the rainforest of Kerala and he trained you, and product which you used to make was only used by the sick people and the people who are in the problem. आपके प्रोडक्ट तो सिर्फ sick people use करते हैं. Why don't you make the product like soap and face cream which everybody use every day? If you make product like that, everybody will buy more and more products from you and you will get lots of money and you will become rich. But I've already tried that, Veena, Aunt Malu pointed out. I've already tried making herbal products that everyone can use. Remember the herbal laundry starch and the voice improving pills made from the cloves and peppermints? They were both such fantastic products, but no one bought them. Aunt Malu said, Veena, would you remember that I've already prepared the laundry starch and voice improving pills which were made with the cloves and peppermint? Cloves means लौंग और peppermint से बनी हुई थी. But nobody purchased them. That's because those two products were. Veena was not sure how to tell Aunt the truth. She thought for a bit and then went on. Those two products were a little ahead of their time. Actually, Veena was not able to understand how to tell Aunt Malu the reality, but after thinking a little bit, she said, Aunt Malu, those products were little bit ahead the time means वो products थोड़े जल्दी आ गए, उनकी जरूरत अभी नहीं थी इतनी. Now what happened? Let's before starting that page, few hard words are there, so you should know those hard words and their meanings before I start explaining that page to you. What means a small swelling on the skin. Mase, which is known in Hindi. Birthmark is a mark on the skin that is present since one was born. Inhaler is a small machine that contains the medicine that one can breathe in, which can make a person inhale very cool and calm ways. Sambar is a South Indian. The truth was that the herbal laundry starch made saris and bedsheets so crisp and stiff that these lengths of clothes could actually stand upright on their own like a tent without pegs. Student, the reality was that Aunt Malu herbal product, which is laundry starch, it was so strong that saris and bedsheet इतनी strong हो जाती थी कि उन्हें अगर ऐसे बैंड करके ग्राउंड पे रख दो तो टेंट को पैक से अटैच करने की भी जरूरत नहीं थी वो अपने आप ही टेंट के इसमें स्टैंड हो जाते थे. As for the voice improving pills, that was another story. Now, as Veena was explaining too much, she said, regarding the voice improving still, some other day I will tell you. Yet, Aunt Malu's Malu herbal cures were very popular. Some mornings, their front gates were blocked by a long queue of people wanting to buy some herbal medicine or the other. But students, some of Aunt Malu's herbal cures were really very popular. Which were they? Let's read that. Special favorites were the instant wart removers, the birthmark fading lotions, and the nail growing cream that helped to nail grow overnight. Another best seller was the range of hair coloring oil. You just had to sleep with the tips of your hair dipped in the oil. There was also the popular inhaler that stopped people from snoring, and the sweet smelling sachet that could be put under the pillow to stop people from having nightmares. So, some of the products were like wart remover, which can remove the wart from the skin. The other product which can fade, light कर देता है birthmark को. Lotion which can fade the birthmark. Nail growing cream which can grow nail overnight, and the best seller product of Aunt Malu was coloring oil, which to color the hair just by dipping them in the oil in the night and sleep. And there was one also popular inhaler which stopped people from snoring. Snoring means karate lena. And she had also made a sweet smelling sachet, small sachets. If you keep that sachet under the pillow, you will not get any nightmare. मतलब डरावने सपने नहीं आएंगे. These things are known as nightmares. Aunt Malu was in deep thought. She then said firmly, no, Veena, after all my years of special training, I don't want to make an ordinary product. Oh my god, all Veena's ideas fade down because Aunt Malu, after thinking, said Veena that Veena, no, as I took such a good training from such a good trainer, now I don't want to make ordinary product. Aunt Malu turned down Veena's idea of becoming rich. She pushed the thoughts of swimming with the dolphins and shaking hands with the koalas out of her mind. To be able to afford such luxuries, she will have to make ordinary things like herbal soap and face cream, and she will not do such low things. Veena was thinking that if Aunt Malu will make such things, then people will purchase them more and more and they will become very rich. And see, and this is koala and this is dolphin. Actually, Veena want to swim with the dolphin and want to touch koalas. All her ideas were now finished because Aunt Malu said no to make any ordinary product like soap and face wash and creams. And so things continued just the way they were. She continued to eat ordinary food and do ordinary things, rice and sambar for every meal, and riding her old bicycle by winding mountain paths and through the fields of rice. No exotic holidays with the dolphin and koalas for now. So Aunt Malu was now again engaged with her ordinary activities. See, she is eating rice and sambar. She started again riding her old bicycle on the mountain paths enjoying the field of rice, and all Veena's idea of going for an exotic means a luxurious holiday to swim with the dolphin and koalas is now totally finished. So it is end of our lesson. Read this lesson, and if you have any problem to it, try to read the hard words and meaning. Thank you. See you soon in next video.